If you've struggled to get consistent results from your fried fish, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you 3 key steps to ensure you get light, crispy fish every time. And the last step I'm going to explain in detail so that you understand how important it is to perfectly fried fish. So the first key to cooking perfectly fried fish is to select the right cooking oil for the job. And there are 2 key characteristics of cooking oils which pertain to cooking fish just right. And those are flavor and smoke point. When it comes to flavor, you want an oil that has virtually no flavor. Oils like olive oil have a slight olivey flavor and can give the fish a bit of a olivey taste. But there are other oils out there that have little to no flavor, and that's what we want here. And the second characteristic is to make sure that your oil has a high smoke point. And that's because when an oil starts to get too hot, it will start to break down. That's what results in the smoke that you see. The oil molecules are actually changing. And not only is this unhealthy, but it leads to a rancid flavor in the fish as well. And the oil that gives you the best combination of these 2 characteristics is peanut oil. The second key to perfectly fried fish is to make sure that the fillets have been thoroughly thawed and dried. Before you put it in your batter mix, you want to make sure that the fish is above freezing throughout the entire flesh of the meat and that the surface has been at least patted dry. It really depends on the batter you're using here on how critical the drying step is. If you're using a wet batter and then a dry batter, a little bit of moisture is probably fine, but sometimes you can think it's just a little bit of moisture, but as the fish sits in the fridge, little particles of ice and whatever, as they thaw, they can lead to quite a bit of moisture. So just make sure that you've drained it out and maybe even given it a quick surface pat with a paper towel or something, just to make sure that the surface is relatively dry. Before we talk about the most important tip, please remember to hit that like button, click that bell to be notified of our future videos, and consider subscribing to our channel. These 3 things really help our channel out. Thanks. And finally, the number 1 key to making sure you have perfectly fried fish, the step that's just so important, is to make sure that you're regulating temperature during the cooking process. For fried fish, you really don't want the oil temperature to drop much below 300, and here's why. When the water from the fish that you're frying hits that hot oil, it almost immediately starts to boil, especially the water on the outside surface of the fillet. And it's this bubbling action from the boiling of that water that keeps pressure on that oil and keeps it from seeping into the food. So maintaining the temperature high enough, you keep that boiling action going and you keep that oil just in your breading around the outside of your fish. If you let that oil temperature drop too low, then the water stops boiling and the oil has the ability to start getting into the fish. And we don't want that because that leads to real heavy, dense, soggy fish, and no one wants that. So the best way to ensure that the temperature of the oil doesn't drop too much is to just make sure you're not putting in too much fish at one time. And when you're done cooking that batch of fish, make sure that the temperature of the oil is back up to your upper set point so that when you dump the next batch in, it cooks the same way. And presuming you followed all these steps correctly, it should only take 3 to 4 minutes to cook fish. It obviously depends on the size of your fillets. For the fillets that I tend to do, which include crappie, perch, and walleye, it's usually 3 minutes. Walleye, if they're thicker walleye fillets, sometimes that'll take maybe closer to 4 minutes. But it's really, if you follow the other 3 steps, it's really just about making sure that the outside coating of the fish is the color that you're looking for. So that's it. Just follow these 3 steps, and you'll be sure to get perfectly fried fish every time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.